Lights College basketball is made possible by Apex Baptist Church, the practice facility home of Thoroughbreds basketball. By CC's Pizza of Apex, the official pregame meal of the Thoroughbreds. By Calvary Chapel Cary. By Rogers Insurance Agency of Apex, defending you and your family's future since 1909. By New Horizons Fellowship. By Apex Food Mart. By Duke Sports Injury and Orthopedic Urgent Care in Apex. Duke Sports Medicine, the official athletic medical provider of the Thoroughbreds. By Arby's of Apex, we've got the meats. By Pierce Group Benefits, provider of employee benefit packages in North Carolina and Virginia from the industry's highest rated companies, piercegroupbenefits.com. And by Hope Community Church, Apex. Blue Lights College basketball is a presentation of Blue Lights College of Apex. Find out more at bluelightscollege.org.
You can hurt yourself anywhere, on the field, in the yard, or walking down the street. At Duke Orthopedics, we offer a range of treatments, from urgent care and sports medicine to physical therapy and advanced surgery. And now we've added more locations, more specialists, and extended our clinic hours so you can get seen quickly. We're giving you convenient access to orthopedic care when, where, and how you need it.
And good evening, everybody, and welcome to Apex, North Carolina, Hope Community Church, the site of the final home game of this 2019-2020 season for the Blue Lights Thoroughbreds as they take on their second top-ranked team in the nation in as many nights. Tonight it's the Wildcats of Johnson and Wales University, Charlotte, coming in to Apex. Last night, a tough loss for the Thoroughbreds as they went on the road to number one ranked JUCO Division III Sand Hills, the Flyers, taking a 106-92 victory last night in Pinehurst, North Carolina. Tonight, it's the number one team in Division II in the USCAA. The Wildcats coming in. These two teams have already met once this season. It was a Wildcats win in Charlotte back on January the 18th, but the Thoroughbreds gave them a good run that night, and they're hoping to do the same this evening. When we come back in just a moment, we'll get the thoughts of head coach Mario Farr. This is the CC's pregame report. Stay tuned for Blue Lights basketball here on the Blue Lights Thoroughbreds Network.
The Mascot Media National Sports app is your home for your sports network. A free download in the App Store and Google Play, this app is the home base for your entire athletic program. Schedules, scores, rosters, news, social media, final score notifications, along with the ability to watch live broadcasts are just a touch away. Show your school support and allow your business to be featured throughout your school's mobile app. The Mascot Media National Sports app, your home for your sports network.
Welcome back into the CC's Pizza pregame report. I'm Mike Davis with head coach Mario Farr. Wow, it's been a busy week. Good grief. So first of all, let's do a quick recap on the NIT in Chicago. Win one, lose one. What was your overall feeling about it?
Overall, I think it was a great experience for us. I love the NIT. It's great national invitational tournament. Did great things, able to, to still meet a lot of people, especially, being in Chicago, right. And we're able to go downtown and stuff. So that was a great experience. Game-wise, I think, of course, we came out ready to play. That second game, we just came out flat, and they took the momentum from the start, and it was just so hard. They just played so well together. Trinity College did, and it was just hard for us to really fight back. We took a lead for a short time in the first half. But again, they made their run because they stayed together, they stayed motivated, and it was just once they made another run, it was just hard for us to overcome.
Then a long ride back, and then you're hitting the road again last night to Pinehurst to take on Sandhills.
That's right.
And I was wondering, I don't know if they'll have their legs back under them. Sure looked like you did, taking on the number one team in JUCO Division III, right. And just falling by, I think, 14 points. Gave them a good run.
Yeah, I knew that was going to happen only because of the tough loss that we had in the championship game. So I knew our guys were just ready to compete because that's what we are. We're fighters. We've been resilient all year, and I knew we were ready to compete. Even though 27-2 team, very high powered, got a great program, great coach. He's been there for forever. So we knew what we expected. We watched film on them, prepared for them. We knew how fast they went, and again, because of the long trip and the toll that we had. That took a big toll on us, especially when it comes to keeping up with them. We was able, I would say, 3/4 of the game, we was able to keep up with them, fight with them, no more than 5 to 10 points. Staying close with them. But then they had a real big run. I would say halfway through the second half, got up about 19, 21 points, and it was just hard for us to really fight back. And they're gritty, grimy. We started to get aches and pains and little tweaks and slight twists of ankles, stuff like that. And just because of the overall trip that we had, I think, like I said, it took a toll. But we fought hard, man. We fought hard, especially against a great team. I'm very proud of them, what they did. Even with the championship game, I think we did good. We fought hard, like I said, played well. Trinity was just ready to play. And just like last night, Sandhill was just ready to play.
But you now back-to-back number one ranked teams in the country. I don't know who schedules this stuff, but you had Sandhills last night, ranked number one in the nation in NJCAA Division III. Now USCAA Division II, top-ranked Johnson and Wales. So it doesn't get any easier tonight.
That's right. And again, we played them once before, and it was such a great game. We compete. We can very great competition at that game when we played them in Charlotte. I think because we have a home little crowd here, hopefully we have a little more momentum. And I feel like if we played the way we played last night, we would be able to really compete against this squad. Like I said, since we played them already, we know exactly what to do. We had to harp in on number 11. He's their main player, their main star.
Robert Hobson, the All-American.
That's right. We got something for him. So, hopefully we'll just have the rest of the team see what they can do because we got something for number 11 this time. And I'm excited about this game, ready to compete.
Real quick, Duke Sports Medicine injury report, some bruises, some banged up. How are they looking?
That's right. Last night, like I said, just the grit and the grind, and because of the long trip and stuff, we had some minor injuries. I know Juwan, he tweaked his groin a little bit last night, but he's been icing it and everything, so he's fine with that. But then he got a knot on the back of his leg, so I don't know how that's going to go, but he said he heated it, been icing that, so he skipped in, real happily, so we'll see how that goes. But one of our big starters, Devon Allicott, he got a knee bruise last night, bumped knees with one of the players, so wasn't able to finish the second half, and just really knee is real swollen and stuff today, so I told him to just take it easy for the night. He really wants to play, but I could tell he cannot go. He's not 100, even close to 100%. JB also tweaked his ankle a little bit, so I'll be watching that closely. But he's going to try to fight through. He's a dog, so he's going to fight. Got a little hyperextended finger last night. Vic didn't even play last. Oh, that's CJ with a hyperextended finger, but I think he's fine. I think he'll play through that. Vic didn't even play last night. He got a messed up hip. And I know we're down to 10 kids already, so but it's that's how it be toward the end of the season. A lot of bumps and bruises, and we're fighting through. We only got one more game, with the regular season. So I think only one tonight will be Devon. I think he's the only one out that will not be playing, but everybody else should have the other 9 guys ready to fight tonight.
All right, head coach Mario Farr, good luck tonight. We'll talk to you after the game.
Sounds great. Thank you very much.
We'll be right back with the starting lineups and the tip-off right after this.
You can hurt yourself anywhere. on the field, in the yard, or walking down the street. At Duke Orthopedics, we offer a range of treatments, from urgent care and sports medicine to physical therapy and advanced surgery. And now we've added more locations, more specialists, and extended our clinic hours so you can get seen quickly. We're giving you convenient access to orthopedic care when, where, and how you need it.
The Mascot Media National Sports app is your home for your sports network. A free download in the App Store and Google Play, this app is the home base for your entire athletic program. Schedules, scores, rosters, news, social media, final score notifications, along with the ability to watch live broadcasts are just a touch away. Show your school support and allow your business to be featured throughout your school's mobile app. The Mascot Media National Sports app, your home for your sports network.
And the gang is all here tonight as we are set for action here at Hope Community Church Apex. I'm Mike Davis. Got Rod Warren twisting the knobs over here, and there's a look at the coach. What's up, Coach? Not going to be here. So we are getting set for action here, live action, the last home game of the 2019-2020 season for the Thoroughbreds. And as we heard from Coach Mario Farr, a tough loss in the championship on Saturday afternoon of the Bible College NIT in Lake Zurich, Illinois, just outside of Chicago, and then a tough road loss last night to top-ranked Sand Hills, taking on another beast tonight in Johnson and Wales. Now let's go to our public address announcer, Dan Fury, for the starting lineups and our national anthem.
Tonight the Thoroughbreds play host the Wildcats of Johnson and Wales University. Ladies and gentlemen, to please rise and remove your caps as we honor America with the playing of our national anthem.
And now our starting lineups here. First of all, for the visiting Wildcats from Johnson and Wales University, making the trip up from Charlotte this evening. Winners of their last 13 games. They are ranked number 1 in the USCAA Division II rankings. Starting at one swing position, a senior, a 6'3" senior out of Columbia, South Carolina, Marley Poole. He's pouring in 17.5 points per game. Brandon Kostick starts at a guard. He is a 6'2" junior out of Cape Coral, Florida, 8.2 points a game. He wears number 2. A senior guard out of Raleigh, North Carolina, played his ball at Southeast Raleigh High School, 6-foot guard, number 3, Malik Bullock, averaging 4.8 points per game. The All-American, number 11, swingman senior from Huntersville, North Carolina, 6'5", Robert Hobson, 21 points per game. It's pretty good from the free throw line as well. And starting at a forward position, a 6'6" junior out of Charlotte, number 23, C.J. Miller, 7.4 points a ball game. The Wildcats are coached by Dan Larkin in his second year at the helm in Charlotte. And now for your Blue Lights College Thoroughbreds, starting at one guard position. He is a 6'2 freshman out of Clayton, North Carolina, number 3, Kenny Anderson Jr., 16.5 points a game, 3.7 rebounds. Starting at the point guard position, a 5'11 freshman from Lawrenceville, Georgia, number 14, J.B. Izell Upchurch, 13.3 points per game in his last few contests. 6'5" freshman from Durham, number 23, Chris Dickey, 8 points, 5 boards a ball game. Darian Williams gets the start tonight in place of the injured Devon Allicott. He is a 6'1 sophomore out of Raleigh, wears number 24, 9.4 points, 5 rebounds a game. He had a terrific outing last night, 21 points, 9 of 9 from the field, 3 of 3 from the three-point line at Sandhills. And a 6'5 sophomore out of Cairo, Egypt, number 35, Victor Nong, 8 points a game, 4.4 rebounds. And the Thoroughbreds are coached by Mario Farr, assisted by Jeanette Pulley, Joel Myers, James Odie, and Gerard Hicks. They come in with a record of 10 wins against 14 losses, against some really tough competition as we get set for action here this evening. Blue Lights in their home whites with the blue numerals and the orange trim. Johnson & Wales in their blue road unis with the white numerals. Hobson gets the opening tip, and we are underway. The Wildcats controlling the opening tip. This is Poole at the controls, kicks it back outside. Just underway, there's the drive inside, kicking it down underneath, off the glass, up and good. First points of the ball game to C.J. Miller. An early 2-0 lead for the Wildcats. These two teams met back on January the 18th into Queen City. 9-point win for the Wildcats in that one. J.B. Izell Upchurch can't get it to go, but the follow is up and good by Victor Nong. And it's a 2-2 ball game here. Marley Poole wants to drive, stops, pops, shoots. The short one not there. Nong with the rebound, tips it over to Darian Williams. Gets it over to Anderson. Anderson out front. Long range three by Nong, not there. Rebound comes down to Brandon Kostick of the Wildcats. Quickly down the floor, off the glass, not there. Tapped up, it is there for Poole. He gets his first bucket of the night. And it's a quick 4-2 advantage for JWU. Anderson outside. Nong to JB. Dickey's got a shot from there. He'll take it inside instead. Not there, too hard, off the window. Outside, setting up for three, not there. Kostick will bring it back around between the circles, giving it up to Miller. Now off to Hobson. Anderson guarding the All-American. Swinging around, puts off a nice tap, and there's the follow-up with authority by Miller. Stuffs it for two. Looks like it could have been goaltending, but they let that slide. And Anderson has his shot blocked by Kostick out of bounds. It'll belong to the Thoroughbreds. Nong sitting down, and Chance Jamison getting into the ball game just 2 minutes and 1 second into the contest. By the way, our officials for tonight's game, Clarence Middlebrooks, Lonnie Odom, and Galen Durant. Another fine crew on hand here for the Thoroughbreds. Right in the face of Darian Williams. He'll give it back up to Anderson, guarded by Kostick. 13 on the shot clock. JB from way downtown sinks it. And that pulls the Thoroughbreds back to within one. There's the drive and the foul by Williams. His first, team's first. Catches Malik Bullock from behind, and Bullock will have two shots coming up. 17:39 to play here in Apex. First half action. Glad you could join us wherever you're watching this evening. Makes it look easy. 7-5, one more on the way for the Raleigh product, played his ball at Southeast Raleigh High School. So almost a homecoming here in Wake County for him. He hits them both, and it's 8-5. Dickey has the ball knocked away, chases it down. Upchurch now to Jamison. Upchurch comes out. He's there and help if needed. CJ not there. Cleared the glass is Miller. Off to the races. The defense is there. Bullock has the ball knocked away, picked up by Hobson. Hobson working against Azell Upchurch. Tapped up once, twice, knocked down, and JB has the rebound. Right at 17 minutes to play first half. 8-5, the JWU lead. Jamison from outside, off the iron, not there. Williams has it, kicks it back inside, outside. Anderson working against Kostick, gives it up to the point guard with 12 to shoot. Now 5. On the drive, outside, got to get it up quick. They don't realize how much time there is, and it's a shot clock violation. Too bad, because Dickey drained it from outside there. Off to Bullock, and here we go. Outside, in and out, not there. Cleaning the glass. Man, they make it look easy, don't they? And timeout, Mario Farr, and he doesn't like what he sees. His guy's down 10-5 here, 16:24 to go in this early half. It's a 30-second timeout. We will keep it right here. Blue Lights College likes to thank our athletic sponsors, including Duke Sports Medicine, the official sports medical provider of the Thoroughbreds. Thanks to Apex Food Mart and Calvary Chapel Cary and Rogers Insurance Agency, protecting your family's future since 1909. JWU, well-disciplined, well-coached, has led them to, I don't think they have dropped any lower than 3rd in the nation all season. They come in with a sparkling record of, I believe, 27 wins. I'll have to double check that. But a very impressive season that they are putting together. 27 wins. I was thinking of Sandhills last night. 10 to shoot now. This is Jamison. Bounce pass. Got troubles. And the possession arrow will keep the ball with the Thoroughbreds, but they're not going to have a lot of time as the shot clock is continuing to roll. And they're going to have to get that set up before we get back to action here. And it's going to be at 3 seconds. So it'll have to be a quick in and shot for the Thoroughbreds. And instead throws it right into the hands of Malik Bullock. And he is going to be fouled by JB Azell Upchurch. JB picking up his first foul, team second. 15:52 to go, and Bullock will be going to the line once again. Hit 2 from there already and misses the 3rd attempt. One more coming. Substitutions for the Lights. As Williams will sit down, Anderson gets a break. Yak, the freshman from Fuquay-Varina, checks into the ball game, and Jawan Browder also onto the floor for BLC. And the second one up and good for Bullock. He's got all 3 of his points from the charity stripe. 11-5, the JWU advantage now. Here's Browder, gets a pick, tries to feed it inside to Dickey. Dickey working inside. Oh, it's rims out. He was robbed and goes out of bounds, and JB will inbound it underneath the basket. 15:37 to play. First half, a fresh 20 on the shot clock. Resets to 20 now offensively on a rebound. Side, and maybe 3 coming up for JB. Indeed it is, as he is fouled on the play by Bullock, his first, team's first. And I have seen JB hit all 3 of these attempts before, and he does on that occasion. He's got 4 of the 6 points thus far for the Thoroughbreds. Deep bench for Coach Dan Larkin. He brought 14 players here this evening. 9 dressed as JB misses the 3rd attempt. 11-7 now. Devon Allicott, the only scratch of the evening. He banged up his knee last night at Sandhills. This is Kostick. Works inside, dumps it, and loses it. JB comes away with it. He's got numbers, and Yak can't handle the pass. Going to love to see some of those passes that JB has caught some of his teammates by surprise with this year. I want to see them next year. They're going to connect. It's going to be a fun season. Outside, Kostick, long range miss. Outside, tapped into the waiting hands of Juwan Browder. Browder drives underneath. There's it off the glass, up and good to Jamison. Browder with the assist. And it's a 2-point advantage now for the Wildcats. 14:40 remaining first half. This is Hobson. And ball lost out of bounds. Oh, it's going to be a foul on JB, his 2nd, and we can ill afford to lose him. If you are a Blue Lights College fan, think he may get a break now. Darian Williams checks in for him. So the Williams, Browder, Yak, Dickey, and Jamison on the floor for Blue Lights. Hobson, Kostick, Malik Bullock, Marley Poole, and C.J. Miller still the starting 5 on the floor for the JWU Wildcats. Outside, 7 to shoot. Kostick looking to get open. Finds Miller. Miller running out of time, and he got it in. Boy, I thought it had gone to 0. It should have. Unfortunately, the buzzer is not loud enough, and if somebody is not watching that shot clock, it'll count down, and in that case, he was able to get that shot away, and Miller with his 6th point of the evening thus far. Outside, Browder, oh, he's robbed as well. There's a lid on that rim down to our right. Outside to Kostick, baseline jumper is nothing but net, and it's a 3. 16-9, and they've scored 5 straight buckets, 5 straight points, I should say. 13:30 remaining, first half. Juwan Browder wants to turn on the Jets, finds CJ. He wants to square up. Instead, he's going to drive, and it's there. It's blocked by, I think Miller got a hand on it. He comes away with the ball and almost throws it away. Gets it off into the dangerous hands of Robert Hobson, and it's not there. Rebound comes down to the Thoroughbreds. Williams looking for help, gets by Kostick. Kostick hits the floor underneath the Browder. Browder can't handle it and blocked out of bounds. Oh, it is. Yes, it is out of bounds. It'll still belong to Blue Lights as a Dickey shot knocked out of his hands but hits the end line. So they'll reset to 20 seconds. 12:57 to play here first half. 16-9. Johnson and Wales out in front of Blue Lights College. Blue Lights would love to win here at home and play spoiler tonight to such a terrific season. Hobson with the reach around picks up the foul for the Wildcats. Only the 2nd Wildcat foul here in the first 7 minutes and change. 21-3 on the season. They've won their last 13 contests. Dickey squares up. It's too long. Rebound comes down to Marley Poole. And here come the Wildcats once again, and we're getting ready to see our first JWU subs of the evening. Taken away in the paint. Driving the distance, it's Juwan Browder for 2. 16-11. Outside, shot is up, high off the rim. CJ cleans the glass, gives it up to his point guard. Here comes Williams. Williams driving inside, dishes down, up and off the glass. It's good for Dickey. his first of the night. And we've got a little scoring spurt here, and it's pulled the Thoroughbreds to within 3. Hobson dishes inside. What a beautiful pass, and it's not going to work, but they get the rebound. Tapped out to Kostick, but a foul on the play. Lonnie Odom walking over to call it, and that is going to be against Yak, his first. 4th team foul, and a couple of shots on the way from Marley Poole. Poole with his first free throw of the evening. Here come the subs. Zerion Wilkins, a 6'4" sophomore out of Rutherfordton, North Carolina. Or if you're from there, it's Ruffton. And again, another rebound for Jamison. Wilkins checks into the lineup, as does P.J. Gill, a sophomore out of Virginia Beach. Hobson getting a break. Yak wants to get free. The lefty puts it up. It's not there. Rebound Wildcats. 17-13. And in and out of the hands of Gill. Blue Lights will have it. Another sub checking in for the Wildcats now. 6'2" freshman DeAndre Williams out of Grayson, Georgia. Blue Lights remains with Yak, Williams, Browder, Dickey, and Jamison on the floor for Coach Mario Farr. 11:25 to play first half. It's a 4-point lead by the Wildcats. Williams trying to get open. Instead, opens up the lane, dishes down underneath the Yak for 2. His first bucket of the night. 17-15 now. This is Gill. Gives it up inside. And Dickey gets a hand on it, but Galen Durant says a blocking call, and I believe it's going to be on Yak. That will be his first, team's 5th, against only 2 team fouls for Johnson and Wales. 11:02. First half. Gill to inbound on the baseline. Good coverage. They get it in deep to Wilkins. Wilkins handing it off to Malik Bullock. Swatted away by Dickey, picked up by Browder. It's 3-on-2. Stops, pops, off the glass. It's up and good by Browder. And we've got a tie ball game. And Coach Dan Wilkins calls a timeout. 10 minutes, 48 seconds to play first half. And the Thoroughbreds have cut the lead down to 0. And I'm not sure if this is a 30 or a 60. And so we will keep it right here. A nice little run by the Thoroughbreds, resulting in a 17-17 tie. Dan Wilkins talking things over with his squad. Looks like a 30. We want to thank our athletic sponsors here at Blue Lights College, including New Horizons Fellowship, the academic home of the Thoroughbreds, Apex Baptist Church, the practice facility home of the Thoroughbreds, and Arby's of Apex. We've got the meats. Johnson and Wales looking to regain the lead here. Outside long range shot, and it's a beauty. What a rainbow. C.J. Miller with the tray, and he's doing the yeoman's work here. He's averaging almost 18 points a ball game. He's got 9 already here in the first 9 minutes of action. Jamison looking for help, finds it in the person of Dickey to Browder for 3, not there, short. Rebound Wildcats. Here comes Bullock. He hands it off to Gill, and on the floor, tied up. Possession arrow points to Johnson and Wales. They will keep possession. And they're going to put 17 seconds now on the shot clock as it continued to roll after the whistle. Exactly 10 minutes to go, first half. We're entering the second quarter. Little carry, no call. Inside, and nice work up and good by Zerion Wilkins. his first bucket of the night, 22-17. I thought we were tied at 17 a minute ago, so I'm not sure how we got a 4-point play out of that. I missed something somewhere. Nice scoop shot up by the lefty, Yak Yak. Outside, long range three, off the back iron, not there. Skying for the rebound is Yak. He's pushing it forward. He doesn't have numbers, but he puts up the floater. It won't go. Rebound Wildcats out to Bullock. 9:15 to play, 22-19 on the scoreboard, working against Browder. Kicks it outside, looking to drive, does so. Now a little bounce pass, and there's the baby hook, and it drops through for Bullock. I have that as Bullock's first field goal of the night. 24-19. Outside to Williams. Back to a 5-point advantage for the Wildcats. Williams not there. Rebound. Wildcats. Bullock's feeling it. Not there, and an over the back. Foul will be on the Wildcats. They pick up their third foul. Jamison sits down. J.B. Azell Upchurch back into the ball game, and the foul will officially be on Zerion Wilkins, his first. So double point guards on the floor right now for the Thoroughbreds, and a foul as Williams headed to the bucket. I believe that's going to be Wilkins picking up his second quick personal. Browder way outside to JB. Drives in, dishes off, and a whistle underneath. And that, I believe that was indicated as Wilkins. That'll be his third foul in about 30 seconds, if that's the case. And two shots coming up for the point guard out of Lawrenceville, Georgia. Makes good on the first. And he's got 6 points on the evening and pulls the Thoroughbreds to within 4 with 8:15 rather to play first half. Hits the second. 24-21. Good ball movement by Johnson and Wales against the man-to-man defense. Partially blocked, tapped out of bounds. Last touched by the Wildcats. 8 minutes to go in this one first half. Thanks for joining us here on Blue Lights Thoroughbreds basketball. JB shaking and baking, drives inside, and a charge called on JB. And I have that as his third foul, and that'll probably do it for him for the remaining 7 minutes and 50 seconds. The first half, Kenny Anderson back onto the floor for the Herd. Joining Williams, Yak, Browder, and Dickey. Gill drives inside, kicks it right side. Three on the way, up and good by Wilkins. 27-21. Man-to-man defense by Johnson and Wales. Knocking the ball out of bounds, out of the hands of Darian Williams. Final home game of this 19 and 20 campaign. It's been a tough week. Just travel-wise, just a grueling experience for the Thoroughbreds way downtown. This is Dickey off the mark. Rebound, JWU. Be playing 6 games in 8 days, including 2 in Chicagoland over the weekend at the NIT, where the Thoroughbreds finished second. And I probably got one of these wrong, but I've got 4 fouls now on Zerion Wilkins. He sits down. He's got at least 3. I'm pretty confident of that. I may have misread one of them from this crew. 27-21, coming up on 7 to play first half here in Apex. Anderson hands off to Browder to Williams, gets the pick, shaking and baking, has his shot blocked off to Browder, 14 to shoot. Browder picks it up, finds Yak. Yak with the spin move, kicks it down underneath, and Browder hits the floor, and they're going to call him for traveling. Jamison checks in, Yak sits down for the Herd. 6:44 to play. It's been tied once at 17. And since then, it's been a 10-3 run, or 10-4 run, I should say, for JWU to stretch it back out. Outside, not there. Another rebound for Jamison. He's going to take it the distance, and whoops! That's going to be a reach-in foul. Mario Farr very happy with that as DeAndre Williams checks into the ball game and catches the arm of CJ as he's heading across the timeline. 6:29 to play. Stops the clock and get an opportunity for CJ to work the stripe. Rattles it in. Could see the grimace on Jawan Browder's face as he almost fell into the lane but got back in time. Jamison with 3 points on the evening and trims the lead to 5 for the Wildcats. And let's see what the call is now. See if they're going to call that lane violation. Odom checks with Middlebrooks and then with Durant. And they're calling it off. Yep. So it drops it back, and that point comes off the board. That's a costly misstep by Browder. He knew it as soon as he did it, lost his balance and fell into the lane. And Lonnie Odom was not going to let him get away with it. It was a good call. 27-21, we remain. Here's Hobson. He's checked back into the ball game. Spinning move inside. There's the floater. Not there. Jawan Browder cleans the glass. Here we go. Off to Williams. The defense drops back hurriedly. Williams looking for help. Finds it in Browder. Browder quickly picked up defensively. Dickey drives baseline. Shot not there. Rebound comes down into the hands of Fred Patterson, who just checked in. Took it the distance. Couldn't get it to drop. Ball almost stripped away. Darian Williams has it with 20 to shoot. Outside to Jamison. Long range three. It's there for CJ. And it's a three-point game once again. Hobson working against Williams. Gets the pick. Now he's picked up once again. Left side. Three on the way. Too long. And tapped forward and into the hands. It looked like a violation, a timeline violation back there, but they're not going to count it. And there is DeAndre Williams making good on the follow-up. 2 points for him, 29-24, 5:10 to play first half. Thoroughbred still hanging around. To Williams, guarded by Hobson. Jamison in the corner, picked up by Hobson in red shoes, and over in the far corner and back outside, Anderson finds an opportunity, cuts it down inside with a bullet, and it goes out of bounds. Just a little too much mustard on it. Christian Baker checking into the ball game for Blue Lights. 6'6" freshman out of Raleigh. Kostick back onto the floor for the Wildcats. Hobson is there along with Marley Poole. Fred Patterson remains on the floor, as does Wilkins. And a double dribble forces a turnover into the hands of the Herd. 4:37 to play, 27-24. These two teams played very tight back in Charlotte back just about a month ago. In fact, just 1 day less than a month ago on the 18th. Well, wait, I guess today is the 18th, isn't it? So 1 month ago. Inside, off the glass, Williams for two. His first bucket. He had 21 to lead all scorers last night at Sandhills, 29-26. Hobson. Off the glass, up and good. Wilkins, and there's a steal in the backcourt and a costly turnover. Patterson makes them pay. 33-26, just when Blue Lights looks like they were going to make a little run. Not there. Here come the Cats. 3:39 to play. And there is a charge on Hobson. That's his second. I have that as the 8th team foul. Dickey coming over with the old grungy towel to wipe up the floor. So the Thoroughbreds in the bonus. Still only 5 fouls that I have showing right now or make it 6. So with the next foul, Johnson and Wales will be in the bonus. Outside, Jamison, not there, rebound. JWU, here comes Hobson working against Williams. The follow shot is up and good. Poole got his man off his feet, hesitated and put it in. 35-26, the lead is at 9. That's the largest of the ball game. Picked up by Williams in the corner. Anderson, it's not there, off the side of the glass. Quickly forward, up and off the glass at the other end. It's good. And we've got an 11-point differential. 60-second timeout, and Mario Farr doesn't like what he's seen this past 30 seconds or so. His team has let this game go from a 3-point game up to an 11-point deficit. Timeout, we'll take it as well. We'll be right back.
The Mascot Media National Sports app is your home for your sports network. A free download in the App Store and Google Play, this app is the home base for your entire athletic program. Schedules, scores, rosters, news, social media, final score notifications, along with the ability to watch live broadcasts are just a touch away. Show your school support and allow your business to be featured throughout your school's mobile app. The Mascot Media National Sports app, your home for your sports network.
You can hurt yourself anywhere, on the field, in the yard, or walking down the street. At Duke Orthopedics, we offer a range of treatments, from urgent care and sports medicine to physical therapy and advanced surgery. And now we've added more locations, more specialists, and extended our clinic hours so you can get seen quickly. We're giving you convenient access to orthopedic care when, where, and how you need it.
Thoroughbreds went from 3 down to 11 down in just about 30 seconds. And Coach Mario Farr wanting to settle his troops down and get them back into the game plan. 2 minutes and 40 seconds. An important stretch for the Thoroughbreds right now as the pass is knocked into the JWU bench by Kostick. 20 on the shot clock. Ty Howard out for the remainder of the season. He missed the trip to Chicago. He's working the shot clock this evening. And high off the glass and rebound to Bullock. This is Hobson. Stops, pops, puts up a little runner. Not there. Darian Williams with 2:22. Here come the Thoroughbreds, puts up the floater. It's not there, off the glass, and another rebound and quick outlet pass. Kostick to Hobson for 2. And that is Hobson's first bucket of the night. So the Thoroughbreds have done a good job of shutting him down, the All-American, averaging more than 20 points a game. There's a nice drive by Yak. In and out, not there. Oh, right into the hands, the awaiting hands of C.J. Miller, and he follows. Everybody else had cleared out, 41-28. Lead is at 13. A dangerous stretch here, and the Thoroughbreds want to settle down and see if they can cut this down to single digits before halftime. Outside, Dickey for three. It's there. That'll help. Down to 10. 1:06 to play. Off the knee of Kostick. Anderson has it. Tied up. Possession arrow will give the ball to the Thoroughbreds. 60 seconds to play in this first half. Thanks for joining us this evening from Apex, wherever you're watching. Quickly in the corner to Anderson. Loses the handle momentarily. Guarded by Kostick. Man-to-man defense by both teams all the way here. Gets away from Kostick. Picked up by Malik Bullock to Williams. Williams drives in, puts it off the glass. It's there. And that trims the lead to 8 with 39 seconds to go. Bullock inside, can't get it to go, loses his footing quickly down the floor, and they throw it away over the outstretched arms of Yak Yak. So with 28.6 seconds to play, the Wildcats will have it with the shot clock off and leading 41-33. As the ball rolls down the ramp, down to our right end, and Miller just awaits it to get to him. He hands it inside to Hobson, working against Williams. Here we go, 23 seconds. The All-American content to wait as the clock ticks down under 15. Now drives inside, loses the handle. Last touched by the Thoroughbreds, says Clarence Middlebrooks. Mario Farr from across the way disagreed and won his case. Galen Durant came over and said, nope, it was last touched by the Wildcats, so the Lights will have it with 12.3 seconds to play. Here we go. Williams calling out the play. Gets the pick. Corner. Outside. Anderson way outside. It's short. And that's the first half. It's in the books. At halftime, number 1 ranked Johnson and Wales leading Blue Lights College 41-33. Well, I'd have to say at least one goal was achieved there in that last minute and a half or so of action. They did get it down to single digits after trailing by as many as 13 did the Thoroughbreds. 41-33 as we go to halftime. We'll take a break and we will be back in just about 13 minutes or so with our first half scoring and stats and second half action here on Blue Lights Thoroughbreds basketball.
Lights College basketball is made possible by Apex Baptist Church, the practice facility home of Thoroughbreds basketball. By CC's Pizza of Apex, the official pregame meal of the Thoroughbreds. By Calvary Chapel Cary. By Rogers Insurance Agency of Apex, defending you and your family's future since 1909. By New Horizons Fellowship. By Apex Food Mart. By Duke Sports Injury and Orthopedic Urgent Care in Apex. Duke Sports Medicine, the official athletic medical provider of the Thoroughbreds. By Arby's of Apex, we've got the meats. By Pierce Group Benefits, provider of employee benefit packages in North Carolina and Virginia from the industry's highest rated companies, piercegroupbenefits.com. And by Hope Community Church, Apex. Blue Lights College basketball is a presentation of Blue Lights College of Apex. Find out more at bluelightscollege.org.
Welcome back, everybody, to Apex, North Carolina. A fresh 20 minutes on the shot on the game clock, 30 seconds on the shot clock. It's Johnson Wales leading Blue Lights 41-33. Boy, did I have the fouls messed up for the Wildcats. I had Wilkins with 4. It's Dante Wiggins with 3. Wilkins with 1, Robert Hobson with 2 as far as the foul department goes. The only guy in trouble foul-wise for BLC is J.B. Azell Upchurch. He did have that correct with 3. We're starting out with Wildcat basketball to start the second half. No good there. Rebound down to the Thoroughbreds. J.B., Dickey, CJ. Here's JB outside. That shot's not there. CJ with another rebound. His shot followed. Not good. Up again. And looks like it's going to be JWU coming up. They've tied it up, and the possession arrow will keep the ball in the hands of the Thoroughbreds. Williams also on the floor along with Kenny Anderson for the Thoroughbreds. It's going to be Hobson, Bullock, CJ Miller, Marley Poole, and see if I can catch that and Brandon Kostick, the starters back on the floor for JWU. And here come the Wildcats once again as both teams have been errant in their first possession. We're just about 40 seconds in, and there's a drive by Hobson and a reach in. I believe that's going to be on Williams. CJ picking up the foul there. As we've gotten some, that's his first, team's first. Hobson will be picking up 2 free throws here, or at least attempting them. So he's been relatively quiet here tonight thus far. He has 2 points. Poole with 7, 5 for Bullock, 7 for Wilkins, I think. Yeah, that is correct. 13 for C.J. Miller to lead all scorers for Blue Lights. We'll catch up with that in just a moment here as the lead is back out to 10. Anderson outside, guarded by Kostick. Coming up on the 1 minute gone mark here in the second half. And a foul by Kostick, or is that going to be on Malik Bullock? Let's see who they're going to give that call on. I believe it's Kostick with the reach-in. His first, team's first. CJ looking to get in. It gets it in deep to Dickey, to JB, and came away with it. Turnaround, not there, and skying for the rebound is Marley Poole. Here come the Wildcats once again, leading by 10. There's the floater, not there, tapped outside, and it's going to be Dickey chasing it down and tie it up. This time the Wildcats will have possession. First half scoring, JB with 7 points, 6 points for Yak Yak, 5 each for Chris Dickey and Chance Jamison, 4 points for Browder, 4 points for Williams, 2 points for Victor Nong. A very balanced scoring attack for the Thoroughbreds in the first half, and that gets you set. As we get back to action, I'm wondering what the call is. I was assuming it was just a turnover into Hobson. And this is Miller, who has done most of the damage. Not that time, however. CJ with yet another rebound. He is owning the glass for BLC, driving inside, and oh, it's just not quite enough English on it by JB. Hobson with the rebound to Kostick. There's the alley-oop. Poole, he's got 9 points on the evening, and the lead is out to 12. It's been as many as 13. Williams to JB Azell Upchurch. 2 minutes gone, and there's a reach in. It's going to be Poole picking up. I have that as his first foul, team's second here in the second half. 1 minute 59 seconds into this second half. Mario Farr still chatting it up with Kenny Anderson, who sits down, and Jawan Browder checks in for the Herd. JB left open, and the shot isn't there. It's going to be chased down by Williams. He's going to go into the lane. His shot batted away, picked up by the Wildcats. This is Bullock quickly out front, not there, tapped away into the hands of Jawan Browder. He's got numbers, feeds it over to CJ, up and off the glass and good. He's got 7 points on the evening, now back to a 10-point deficit for the Thoroughbreds. The Wildcats brought quite a good crowd. Wow, Kostick outside for three. That's his second of the night, 48-35, back to the largest lead of the night for the Wildcats. They brought a large and vocal contingent up with them from Charlotte tonight. It's good to see a good crowd on hand regardless here. Kostick goes out of bounds with the basketball. It'll remain with the Thoroughbreds with 16 to shoot, 16:58 on the game clock. Just one game remaining on the schedule. Nice scoop shot by JB for two. And a foul, a swatting call, and I believe it was on Dickey. His first, team second. Kostick underneath, he's going to bring it back outside. Doesn't like his chances under there. Malik Bullock inside to Miller, who's done a lot of damage so far. Gets his own rebound, and you see what I mean. He's got 15 points now. First bucket of the second half. The lead is back to 13. Jawan Browder off the glass. It's good and one. Hobson just picked up his third foul. Browder stuck with it against the All-American, and Dan Larkin coaching up Bullock as Browder goes to the line to get three the old-fashioned way. Can't make it happen. And Poole has the ball to Bullock. Throws it behind Marley Poole. Hobson in the corner for three. It's long, not there. And skying for the rebound is Jawan Browder. Up and picked off by Hobson. The lanky Hobson just looks good out there, doesn't he? Outside, boy, and so does Marley Poole from outside for three. And the lead is at 14 now. And that is the largest deficit for the Thoroughbreds. Turnaround and traveling. The call against JB. Long way to go in this one in Apex tonight. As I mentioned, one more game on the schedule. Unfortunately, should have been two more. But the final game of the season at American National, as Kostick is starting to feel it from outside. He's got 9 points, and that stretches the lead out to 17. The game scheduled for Saturday at American National as inside off to, and got it! Williams feeding Browder off the rebound for 2. 56-41, back to 17, and outside 3 points coming up. CJ is going to be called for the infraction. I think that's going to be 3 shots coming up for Brandon Kostick. Jameson's second, and I have that as the 3rd team foul. Junior guard out of Cape Coral, Florida, going to the line for the Wildcats. 56-41, lead is at 15. I said 17 a minute ago. My math was askew. It was 56-39 at one point, so that would have been correct at that point. Kostick hits his second. Yak checking into the ball game. And I think Williams is going to sit down. No, it was CJ. All right, Kostick, one more. And he hits. We'll lead back to 17, largest of the game. A bullet pass underneath. Goes out of bounds, intended for Williams. Another turnover, 58-41. Here come the Wildcats. And a steal by Williams. He gets it right back into the hands of JB. Numbers aren't there. He's going to go into the lane and has the ball swatted out of bounds by Kostick. 22 to shoot. 14:27 on the game clock, and looks like I was wondering if JB maybe caught a finger to the eye, and no, he's just maybe just some sweat there. Into Dickey, back out to JB, who'll set up the offense. Working to his right against Malik Bullock, and tapped out of bounds up and onto the stage, and in the 3 years we've been here, that's the first time that's happened. Just about brought into the play here, Rod. Underneath, and whistles blow. That will be a foul against Johnson and Wales.
Marion Williams to the line for the Thoroughbreds, shooting 2.
That one short, important to make these with the clock stop. Down by 17. Overcompensates on that one, but Yak comes up with a rebound outside. 3 on the way, not there. Rebound, Browder. He'll kick it back outside. JB wants it again. It's going to take this one short distance. Drops the floater in for 2. He's got 11 points on the evening. Rebound chased down by Marley Poole. It'll stay in the Wildcats' possession. And correcting the shot clock after the miss, putting 16 seconds on it. It's what they've got now. We'll see if that satisfies the referees. It appears that is what they wanted, and the Wildcats will retain possession. And a 15-point advantage with 13:50 to go. And the clock now starts to roll. Kostick to Poole. Outside, not there. JB is there to pick up the trash. Corner to Browder for 3. Got it! He's got 11 on the night, and the lead has trimmed to 11. Hobson loses his footing, picked up by JB to yak off the glass for 2. And a timeout by Dan Larkin as the lead just moments ago at 17, now trimmed to 9, 13-15 to play here in the ball game. It's a 30-second timeout. We will keep it right here. Blue Lights College likes to thank our athletic sponsors that make this broadcast possible. That includes the place we're at right now, the home of the Thoroughbreds basketball. That's Hope Community Church Apex, and we thank them so much for the use of this wonderful facility. Also, our thanks to Pierce Group Benefits, providers of employee benefit packages in North Carolina and Virginia from the highest rated companies. PierceGroupBenefits.com. Right off the back of Azelle Upchurch, Malik Bullock comes in, bounces off of Darian Williams, and a foul underneath on Dickey. Dickey catching the shooter with the body. Second foul on Dickey, and I have that as the 4th team foul. And a technical foul has been called on someone. On the bench, perhaps on Larkin of Johnson and Wales. And he is still having a conversation with Galen Durant and Lonnie Odom as JB Azelle Upchurch will go to the line, and now Clarence Middlebrooks takes the ball back, and he's going to wait until he gets a final call on what is taking place here, what the call is. Larkin clearly not happy with something and making his case in a much quieter tone now. Lonnie Odom still standing there and listening. Clarence Middlebrooks now talking with Lonnie Odom. Galen Durant holding the ball, and it looks like we have had a player ejected. It appears that Dante Wiggins is leaving the arena. So apparently the technical being called there and resulting in the ejection. As we get this, try to get this all sorted out, the referees meeting at half court right now. 13:06 to play. So they contemplate the consequences of this ejection and technical, how many shots will be taken. It is a 9-point lead with 13:06 to play now, a 9-point lead for Johnson and Wales as JB Azelle Upchurch goes to the line and hits the first one. And hits the third, and apparently another technical has been called now on Dan Larkin. And this is going to result in additional shots. Azelle Upchurch is going to get another free throw, and I'm not sure if Larkin's taking his jacket off, and apparently he has been ejected from the game as well. Azelle Upchurch misses on that one, but he's got another one coming. And Larkin leaves in no happy fashion as 3 out of 4 so far. Here comes another one for JB. Maybe we could make up the whole difference right here. He misses on that one. But the Thoroughbreds will get the ball back with Dante Wiggins and the head coach of the Wildcats ejected from the arena. A 60-second timeout called by Johnson and Wales as they will attempt to regroup here. We'll take it as well, 57-52 when we come back after this.
You can hurt yourself anywhere, on the field, in the yard, or walking down the street. At Duke Orthopedics, we offer a range of treatments, from urgent care and sports medicine to physical therapy and advanced surgery. And now we've added more locations, more specialists, and extended our clinic hours so you can get seen quickly. We're giving you convenient access to orthopedic care when, where, and how you need it.
The Mascot Media National Sports app is your home for your sports network. A free download in the App Store and Google Play, this app is the home base for your entire athletic program. Schedules, scores, rosters, news, social media, final score notifications, along with the ability to watch live broadcasts are just a touch away. Show your school support and allow your business to be featured throughout your school's mobile app. The Mascot Media National Sports app, your home for your sports network.
Well, I am not sure why, after all those technicals, Johnson and Wales has possession of the basketball, so I'm confused about that. I would think that after the technical fouls, the possession would go to Blue Lights. Clarence Middlebrooks talking with Galen Durant, two of the officials right now, and perhaps that is what is in question here. We did get some clarification, Leon Bird helping us out there, that it was Dante Wiggins was on the end of the bench, and apparently he was saying some things from the Wildcat bench that were not to the liking of the officials. As that miss comes down into the hands of JB, and we're back to action with Thoroughbreds now within 5. In the corner, Darian Williams decides to hold up, guarded by Hobson. Just under 13 to play here in Apex this evening. Williams still dribbling, and that could be problematic. Finds Jawan Browder, up and good underneath. Got what they wanted. And it is a 3-point ball game. Quite a turnaround. Now, can the Thoroughbreds take advantage of this gift? Hobson, who has been quiet for most of the evening, now to Kostick. Good ball movement. Outside, it's up and good on the baseline by C.J. Miller. His second bucket of the second half, and he's got 17 points now. 59-54. Not there. Bullock cleans the glass for the Wildcats. Just under 12 minutes to go in this one. Still anybody's ball game as those technicals and ejections and free throws by J.B. Azell Upchurch have brought the Thoroughbreds right back into this. Now, Kostick loses the handle. Forward in transition to Yak, off the glass. It's not there. Malik Bullock has it and quickly off to the races. He's going to take it coast to coast, lays it in. Bullock for 2. His first bucket of the second half, and has stretched the lead back out now to 7. Darian Williams, his shot, he's traveled. That's going to be a turnover. Substitutions for the Wildcats now as DeAndre Williams checks back into the ball game. P.J. Gill also back onto the floor. And Zerion Wilkins joining Hobson on the floor. Kostick sits down. Diving into the lane. This is Hobson. Decides to bring it outside. Working against Williams defensively. You can just tell he's such an athlete. Throws the ball away, however. 11:01 remaining in this one, 61-54. The Herd still has some work to do, but there's new life after that interesting turn of events a while ago, with numerous technicals and 2 ejections. And that's going to be, oh, wow. I thought that was going to be a reach-in foul against Gill, and instead they say JB took steps and turned the ball over. Outside Poole for 3. And stretches the lead back out to 10. Jawan Browder. It's not there. Rebound. Wildcats quickly forward. They'll kick it back outside to Poole. Poole goes into the lane, kicks it left side to Hobson for 3. Not there. Bounced up once, twice, and the Wildcats have it once again. They find it into the hands of Wilkins. Outside for 3. It's up and good by Gill. His first bucket of the night. It's good for 3, and the lead is back to 13 once again. Timeout on the floor. 67-54, and what was a 3-point game just a few moments ago has now ballooned back out to double digits. 10:08 to play. We'll be right back after this.
You can hurt yourself anywhere. On the field, in the yard, or walking down the street. At Duke Orthopedics, we offer a range of treatments, from urgent care and sports medicine to physical therapy and advanced surgery. And now we've added more locations, more specialists, and extended our clinic hours so you can get seen quickly. We're giving you convenient access to orthopedic care when, where, and how you need it.
The Mascot Media National Sports app is your home for your sports network. A free download in the App Store and Google Play, this app is the home base for your entire athletic program. Schedules, scores, rosters, news, social media, final score notifications, along with the ability to watch live broadcasts are just a touch away. Show your school support and allow your business to be featured throughout your school's mobile app. The Mascot Media National Sports app, your home for your sports network.
We're back to action, 10:04 to play. Clock rolling here, 67-54. Back out to a 13-point advantage for the top-ranked Wildcats. Knocked away. JB in trouble. As Jawan Browder tapped it into his hands, he was double-teamed and turned it over. 9:51 to play. Thoroughbreds still looking for their first win against a ranked opponent. They went up against top-ranked Sandhills Community College last night. Another top-ranked opponent here tonight. And wow, Marley Poole from way downtown squares up, and the lead is back out to 16. Under 10 to play now. Off the glass, up and good for JB. Wow, that is beautiful transition basketball right there, taking the transition pass out to Marley Poole, who is doing yeoman's work. Quickly down the floor, and a travel by Zerion Wilkins. That'll turn the ball back over to BLC. 9:07 to play here in this one, 72-56. Wilkins working against the red-hot Marley Poole. JB now working against Gill. Not outside of the reach of Hobson was that pass. He's going to kick it over, and they'll kick it back outside. There's an elbow, no call. Rebound inside, and the follow is up and good by Wilkins. And the lead is at 18. Tapped up, not there. And the Williams miss hauled in by the All-American Robert Hobson. Outside for 2, it's up and good. And it's a 20-point lead now. Hobson with only his 6th point of the night. It was down to a 3-point deficit. It is now ballooned back out to 20, the largest lead of the night with 8:09 to play. And Mario Farr wants to stop the bleeding. He calls timeout. And I'm not sure if it's a 30 or a 60. We'll keep it right here. As the Thoroughbreds reeling now, and it seems like that Johnson and Wales has really been fueled by those two ejections. First, the ejection of Dante Wiggins, and then by their head coach, Dan Larkin. That really ignited them. It could have gone either way, and it looks like the Wildcats have decided to take control of this one. Still a lot of time left, but the Thoroughbreds have to regroup right here and right now. Williams to inbound in front of the scorer's table. Into Anderson. Anderson finds Baker. He's just checked into the ball game. Outside, Jawan Browder. His shot too long. Rebound, Wildcats. Out to Hobson. Gets it across the timeline. Now dribbles into the lane. Scoops it up and good. And a whistle. This one starts to get away from the Thoroughbreds. As I believe I started, Gill picks up that foul. Williams will go to the line. As I was trying to tell you a long time ago, boy, this seems like a lifetime ago now. One more game remaining on the schedule for the Thoroughbreds coming up Thursday night, a scheduled game in Elizabeth City to take on Mid-Atlantic Christian. I say scheduled because the weather forecast does not look very favorable, kind of iffy right now. Hopefully, we'll be able to get that game in coming on Thursday night, and that will wrap up the season for the Thoroughbreds. Plenty of ups and downs. Say more ups than downs. Baker clears for the Herd. Anderson to Jamison. Baker with the give and go. Back to Jamison outside. Darian Williams with 16 to shoot. Works baseline, looking for help. Gets loose, and he's fouled on the play. 2 shots coming up for the sophomore guard. That'll be Gill's second foul. And the Herd in the bonus. 2 shots coming up here off the shooting foul. That's up and good by Darian. Trims the lead to 20. And to 19, 78-59. Two teams met 1 month ago in Charlotte, and then a tight one down there. And Baker is going to be called for bodying up on the shooter. See if they're going to say he was in the act of shooting. He was not, so Baker just picking up the personal there. And another whistle. Baker picking up 2 quick personals. Inbounds to Wilkins and stolen away by Anderson. Anderson and dribbles it off of his foot, and a lost opportunity for the Horses. 6:50 to play. And, almost shot in, tapped in by Browder, but he controls the rebound and pass over in the corner to Anderson. It's not there. Quickly out to Hobson, who squares up. Can't make it happen. Rebound to the Wildcats. Up and off the glass. It's up and good. I believe that was Williams. 80-59, and another miss by the Thoroughbreds. Outside, Hobson for three, got it. And he's starting to pick up his points now. 83-59, under 6 to play here in Apex. To Williams. Guarded by Gill. Gets the pick. Drives into the lane, puts up the floater, and it won't drop for Darian. Rebound Cats. Outside, stops, pops, shoots. This one is short, not there. Rebound up off the follow, it's good. That's Williams. 85-59 as start to get some substitutions now for both of these squads as we approach the 5-minute mark in this one. Jamison can't connect. And starting to get a little sloppy out there now. Poole for two. 87-59 as we have a 28-point advantage, and Blue Lights Thoroughbreds just losing their edge, I guess you would say at this point. 10 seconds to shoot. Browder with the ball. Finds Baker. The give and go, and it's picked off. Wilkins. Anderson to Williams. 4:16 to play. 19 on the shot clock. Drives inside, is going to take it. Nope, dishes it down, and it's picked off once again as things are just starting to get sloppy. Hobson now picking up some points. He's got 9 according to my highly unofficial stats. Under 4 minutes to play. There's the drive off the glass. Browder puts it in. That stops the bleeding momentarily. Anderson knocking the ball out of bounds, out of the hands of Robert Hobson. And here come the subs as the Wildcats get ready to bring in the reserves in what is now a 30-point advantage. A timeout on the floor. And I imagine this will be a 30 unless they're out of 30s. Nope, it's a 60. We'll take it as well with 3:42 to play in this one. Top-ranked Johnson & Wales up by 30 on the Thoroughbreds. Back after this.
You can hurt yourself anywhere, on the field, in the yard, or walking down the street. At Duke Orthopedics, we offer a range of treatments, from urgent care and sports medicine to physical therapy and advanced surgery. And now we've added more locations, more specialists, and extended our clinic hours so you can get seen quickly. We're giving you convenient access to orthopedic care when, where, and how you need it.
The Mascot Media National Sports app is your home for your sports network. A free download in the App Store and Google Play, this app is the home base for your entire athletic program. Schedules, scores, rosters, news, social media, final score notifications, along with the ability to watch live broadcasts are just a touch away. Show your school support and allow your business to be featured throughout your school's mobile app. The Mascot Media National Sports app, your home for your sports network.
Well, each team had an opportunity there during the timeout as we were away at the break, and a foul on the attempt by J.B. Azell Upchurch. I believe it was Colin Irby that picked up the foul as he's checked into the ball game for the Wildcats. And we're back to 30. Excuse me, they correct it. 91-63 now, down to 28. Outside shot not there by Irby. Jamison to Yak. can't get it to drop, and Hobson hauls it in. Outside for the Wildcats, and hardly even moved the net. Drop through, and one coming up as Chance Jamison draws the blocking charge. Hobson checks out of the ball game. Checking in for the Wildcats is Kenyon Scott, freshman out of Darlington, South Carolina, also on the floor. Chalen Stafford-Gill is checked in for the Wildcats. And at the controls right now is J.C. Cooper, freshman from Raleigh, plays his ball at Rollsville. And a foul on the play. 2 minutes, 41 seconds to go. Looking pretty academic at this point with a 29-point advantage for the top-ranked Wildcats. Going to the line will be Fred Patterson. His shot is short. Patterson, sophomore out of Lenoir, North Carolina. Not too far from campus there in Charlotte. This one rims out, and Browder will take it the distance and lay it in. Foul on Patterson of the Wildcats will bring CJ back to the line. 2.5 to play in this one from Apex as time winding down here on this final game in the home schedule for the Thoroughbreds here this year. So glad you could join us, whether you made it in person or joining us via YouTube or BlueLightsThoroughbreds.com. Second one no good for CJ. Tapped away and picked up by Yak. Forward to JB, lays it up and in. 94-70. Just don't think, no matter what happens at this point, and it's going to be Thoroughbreds basketball as last touched by Kenyon Scott. Just not enough time for the Thoroughbreds to fight their way back into this one now with 2:10 showing on the clock. But they're still making a gallant effort at it. Here's JB back outside to Browder. Works his way into the paint. Give and go to JB, knocked out of bounds by the Wildcats, and with 17 to shoot, it will belong to the Herd with just under 2 minutes to play in this one. Captain Jacques Gilbert, the president of Blue Lights College, has made it, I should say Mayor Gilbert now, had a council meeting and could not be here for most of the game, and has made his way into the arena now. A minute 41 to play in this one. Way outside, that one's long. And here come the Thoroughbreds. They've got numbers. CJ gonna bring it up, and it rolls off. And the follow by Baker, not there. Yak with the follow, it's tapped. And it'll belong to the Thoroughbreds. 1:27 to go in this one. Thoroughbreds will fall to 10-15 on the season. Top-ranked Wildcats of Johnson and Wales outside. There's three from JB. Wildcats will improve to 22-3 on the season. We approach the 1 minute mark here in Apex tonight. JB taking it the distance, not there. He'll have two shots coming up as Patterson will pick up his third foul. 65 seconds remaining on the clock.
Fouls on number 14, Fred Patterson.
And another technical foul called against the Wildcats. This one is going against Patterson as he heads to the bench, and JB will have an opportunity to hit some all by himself again tonight as the Wildcats were hit up with at least 3 technicals earlier. And now, after JB hits both of those, and now he'll have the 2 shots coming up from the personal foul.
He's now at the line shooting 2.
Wilkins checks into the ball game, replacing Patterson. JB with a big night from the free throw line. Having with at least 11 free throws. I haven't added them all up yet. He has made hay. A nice drive to the bucket by Scott. Under 50 seconds to play. Baker from the corner misses the works. Cleared by the Wildcats and picked off by JB. He's going to hand it over, and dropping it in is Jamison for 2. 98-79. Yak knocks the ball out of bounds. The Wildcats will retain possession. 31.3 to go in this one. It has been a sloppy second half, but one in which the Wildcats used the adrenaline from those technical fouls that ejected a player and the head coach to pull away from the Thoroughbreds, who had cut it to 3. Off the glass, not there, and they'll retain possession with 25. There, it's not there. There's the follow. It's not there. Tapped up, and Jamison has another rebound. Quickly forward to Browder. Browder will drop it in for 2. 15 seconds. And this one just about to go into the books as Irby will dribble it out. And that's the ball game. With a final score here in Apex tonight. Johnson and Wales 98, Blue Lights College 81. We'll step away for just a moment. We'll come back with our final look at tonight's scoring.
You can hurt yourself anywhere, on the field, in the yard, or walking down the street. At Duke Orthopedics, we offer a range of treatments, from urgent care and sports medicine to physical therapy and advanced surgery. And now we've added more locations, more specialists, and extended our clinic hours so you can get seen quickly. We're giving you convenient access to orthopedic care when, where, and how you need it.
The Mascot Media National Sports app is your home for your sports network. A free download in the App Store and Google Play, this app is the home base for your entire athletic program. Schedules, scores, rosters, news, social media, final score notifications, along with the ability to watch live broadcasts are just a touch away. Show your school support and allow your business to be featured throughout your school's mobile app. The Mascot Media National Sports app, your home for your sports network.
As the Thoroughbreds wrap up their post-game prayer at center court, let's take a look at the final scoring. First of all, for the Thoroughbreds, and again, this is highly unofficial, Victor Nong finishes the night with 2 points. 5 points from Chris Dickey, 7 points for Darian Williams, 8 on the night for Yak Yak, 12 points for Chance Jamison, and innumerable rebounds. 19 points for Jawan Browder, 15 of them coming in the second half. And leading all scorers tonight, J.B. Azell Upchurch with 25 points. Now let's look for the scoring for the Wildcats. Coming off the bench, Fred Patterson, 2 points. 2 points off the bench for Kenyon Scott near the end of the ball game. 3 points for P.J. Gill. 7 points this evening for Malik Bullock, who seemed to do a lot more damage than that. Certainly in the first half, he had 5 of his points. Then 9 points by Brandon Kostick, all of them coming from beyond the arc. 11 points by the All-American Robert Hobson, 9 points below his season average. And 13 points for Zerion Wilkins, and 17 points for C.J. Miller, 13 of them coming before the break. And Marley Poole led the Wildcats with 20 points this evening. The Wildcats, top ranked in the USCAA Division II, improved to 22-3 on the season. The Thoroughbreds dropped to 10-15 with 1 game remaining. That's coming up Thursday night at 7 o'clock at Mid-Atlantic Christian University in Elizabeth City. Weather permitting, we'll keep our fingers crossed for that one. I want to give my thanks to Sean on camera tonight, Rod on the controls here, our broadcast engineer. Blair Cartwright is our network manager in Fayetteville, Arkansas. My thanks to you for joining us this evening, and as always, my thanks to my beautiful wife, April, who ran the admissions table tonight. Thank you, sweetie. We will see you next season for a whole new lineup of games for you right here on Blue Lights Thoroughbreds basketball. My thanks especially to Mario Farr, the head coach, his staff, and to the president of Blue Lights College, Mario Farr. I just gave him a promotion, excuse me. Jacques Gilbert, our president of Blue Lights College. Again, the final here this evening, Johnson and Wales 98, Blue Lights College 81. For all of us here at Blue Lights College, I'm Mike Davis. Till next season, so long, everybody.
Blue Lights College basketball is made possible by Apex Baptist Church, the practice facility home of Thoroughbreds basketball. By CC's Pizza of Apex, the official pregame meal of the Thoroughbreds. By Calvary Chapel Cary. By Rogers Insurance Agency of Apex, defending you and your family's future since 1909. By New Horizons Fellowship. By Apex Food Mart. By Duke Sports Injury and Orthopedic Urgent Care in Apex. Duke Sports Medicine, the official athletic medical provider of the Thoroughbreds. By Arby's of Apex, we've got the meats. By Pierce Group Benefits, provider of employee benefit packages in North Carolina and Virginia from the industry's highest rated companies, piercegroupbenefits.com. And by Hope Community Church, Apex. Blue Lights College basketball is a presentation of Blue Lights College of Apex. Find out more at bluelightscollege.org.